this party started. New seller spotlight. New seller spotlight. Okay, if you guys are here, let me know. I think we have like one live viewer. So we will share this out. And I want to be sure to tag our new sellers. And so I will get around to doing that, which will be awesome. All right. And guys, this is called mobile. This is my mobile business. I'm in my car. Welcome in, everybody. I'm seeing some people pop in. Let's go. All right. New seller spotlight tonight. Live announcement now. Join in for a founders chat. Tonight's new seller spotlight. Okay. Boom shakalaka. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's tag our new sellers. We've got Glam Girly. We're going to tag her. She will kick us off at 5 p.m. There she is. And we're also tagging Minnie Lee's Market. Yes. And Two Glassy Sisters. I'm assuming this is a duo, which is so cool. So excited to meet you guys tonight. Lolly and Pop Antiques. And Hick Life. I love that. Hick Life. All right, here we go. Our featured sellers. So again, guys, if you're here, let me know. Let me know. We will see who joins the live to say hello. Okay. New seller spotlight, founders chat announcement. Join in now. So I am sitting outside a UPS because I am waiting on a package from eBay. Has anyone ever experienced that where they're just like, when is the package arriving? I get so excited for my packages. If anyone here ever wants to share an unboxing of what they've purchased from our live sellers, we haven't seen that in a while. I haven't done that in a while. I have an unboxing I bought from a vendor that I work with for jewelry, and she sent me this big old box. This is so much jewelry. In fact, maybe, gosh, she taped it way too. Look at how taped this is. I don't even know if I can open it for you guys. Hey, David. Yeah, David. It is, it's, is it normal? Every year we all complain, It's 52, but it feels like 40 something. It feels like 43. So yeah, it's chillier. I might have some Raynaud's going on because I have Raynaud's. This is why I need to move to Arizona because I lose feeling in my appendages. But hey, David, thanks for being here. Okay, guys, so we might have a slower start for today's Founders Chat. We had a ton of people on last night. It was awesome. We were talking about the Sellathon, which just booked out. And I love that we just booked it out. And I need to find something sharp. I might turn off. Have you guys ever opened a package with your keys? By the way, I don't know where all these keys come from. One is a set to my showroom. One is a set to my friend's apartment. And then one is, I think, old keys from New York, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they are, and I just haven't, so I just keep all the keys on. I keep them all on. All right, so has anyone used keys to open a package? So we'll wait for more people to pop on as I open this package. But Minnie Lee, I see you're here. If you are a new seller who will be selling live tonight, let me know in the comments because I tagged everybody. Hi, Susie. We have 5 new sellers debuting tonight, and we still have one open slot. If anyone is a new seller and wants to grab it, at 10 p.m. You do have to be a new seller. You can have sold with us within the last few weeks, but if you consider yourself a new seller within the last 30 days, this is for you. Yay! Minnie Lee, is that your first and last name, or is that a handle that represents something else? I like to hear about people's name choices. David, I never asked you why you named it Starbright. I'm sure that there's, gosh, she really, wow. Guys, I'm trying to open this. You know Two Glassy Sisters? Are they famous here on District? I haven't met them yet. Or I'm assuming it's two people. Was based on your wife's business. Cool. That's awesome. Minnie Lee was my grandma. Oh, I love that. Hi, Dana. Okay, guys, I'm starting to open it. I'm going to open this as we talk about tonight's new seller spotlight, something different. And we have Minnie Lee, aka Dana. She'll be on at 6. And before her is Glam Girl. So Glam Girl kicks us off. I did tag her. I'll tag her again. And Glam Girl will kick us off at 5 EST. And these are 1-hour slots. And just as a heads up, guys, Glam Girly, just as a heads up, we were doing this across 2 days, but we didn't get as much interest, which is crazy because we get dozens of applications. So if you guys are a new seller, just know that there is opportunity for you. We just have it for 1 day this month because last month we didn't have as much interest. I got the package open, guys. Wow. I got it open. Hi, Debbie. We're doing like an unboxing as well as a new seller spotlight conversation here. So new seller spotlight tonight, 5 p.m. If you're on the email list, you will get an email alert. But pop on between 5 and 10 EST. It helps our new sellers, some of them, they haven't really sold before. Two Glassy Sisters, it sounds like they've been sellers. Dana, I don't know if you've sold elsewhere. Let us know. Always happy to follow you to other marketplaces. But yeah, some of our new sellers, like this is their first time. So they like to see the comments, right? Those of us that are more seasoned, we're like, oh, it's cool. I don't need comments. I'm just going to keep on rocking and rolling. Ooh, look at these. Look at these. I know we do need to get District to do bookmarks. David, I wish I could have that power. I wish I had that power. Hi, Jamie. So, Glam Girly kicks us off at 5. And then Minnie Lee at 6. And then Two Glassy Sisters at 7. Lolly and Pop Antiques, what a cute name, at 8 p.m. And Hick Life at 9 p.m. We still have a 10 p.m. slot if you are a new seller and you want to hop on. And that means you just haven't participated in this spotlight before, or you consider yourself to be new, like within the last 30 days. Jamie is here. Jamie is here. We got some stuff. So for those of you that might be new to my world, I sell in person, and my target audience are 20 to 30-year-olds. And so, oh yes, a chain belt. I sell chain belts like it's my job. It is my job to sell chain belts. I sell belts, and I can't get enough belts, guys. If you have, David, anyone here, Debbie, if you have chain belts in your collection and you want to wholesale them to me, I will buy them lickety-split. Lickety-split. I can't get enough. I literally can't get enough. Last Sunday, I sold $1,800 in person. But the reason I don't go live here is that I really haven't been buying quality, right? I've been buying the trends, which doesn't always mean quality, but I'm starting to up my game a little bit for the in-person, and I have some sterling in this box. So let's just talk about the sterling silver train again, and the fact that we sold almost, minus shipping, almost $2,000. This is not sterling, but this is, who is this? This is signed. I can't tell who this is signed, but yeah. So these chains are what I sell, the chains and the chains and the chains. Anyway, so I was so inspired by our sterling train, and I want to start offering sterling in person because I get, I'd say about 70% Gen Z, and then the other 30% are women and men that are like 35 to 55, right? So have a little bit more disposable income. Although right now, of course, the economy is a little bit in flux. Oh, we've got some. I also always need dainty watches, guys. You want to sell me dainty watches. And by dainty, let me show you an example. Like this. Oh gosh, this one opens. That is the cutest thing ever. I sell these in my sleep. So the girls, they wear them as jewelry. They don't care about the time. I had a watch growing up that told me the time. No, they wear them as jewelry. So dainty watches. Anyway, yeah, so there's sterling in here. I have to find it. And I am going to make a lot of mistakes. I have a feeling, but I may or may not participate in our next sterling train, which, just to remind you guys, will be the first Tuesday. Yeah, the first Tuesday of every month. So the next sterling train will be, and all of our new sellers, you guys can participate too. And we might extend the sterling train a little bit. We might make it a little bit longer, just depending on interest. Okay, the next sterling train will be Tuesday, May 6th. Tuesday, May 6th. It's gonna be May. Quartz or mechanical? Thank you, David. Ha! I freaking love this YouTuber that has decided. Do you guys see that comment? That is so funny. Oh my gosh. It is all my money, honey. It is all my money. Okay. Cameos for me sell really well. So I'll sell these cameo brooches for $20 in person. And the necklaces, I will typically do $25 to $30. Although this is a locket, so I will do $30 for this in person. Oh, the watches. Yeah. It doesn't matter, David. It's the style, right? It's like, so I have, so I just bought a ton from Keenly Kristen, and she's like, yeah, so this is marked made in Japan. This is marked made in Germany. And I said, my audience does not care. They do not care. So for me, I'm buying the style knowingly that I can flip it at the price that I'm asking for. And I have a consistent price, because what I have found is that in person, when you individually price items, it's overwhelming for the customer. And this is my experience. Those of us that have sold in person, we might have a completely different audience. So like I'll do all the watches 15. Although now I'm going to start to do like a section that's 20. But I'll put them all together with the price versus individual prices on each one. All my chain belts are 20. All my leather belts are 15 or 2 for 25. All of my chain necklaces are 15. Now the sterling, I have to find it. I'm individually pricing for the first time ever. It's going to be kind of tough. I have to work on this today. As you guys are selling live tonight, I'll be working. Gosh, where is the sterling? I'm going to find it. Look at how she wraps her items. Oh, we've got some pearls. I sell pearls in person. But anyway, guys, anyway, I share all of this because I would also love to see more sellers like me come to Vintage Jewelry Addicts and, form relationships with you guys, because I know that what you sell here isn't necessarily what might be selling to a, in-person market of, mostly. I keep saying Gen Z. I mean, I'm a millennial, so like I might as well be Gen Z, but like it's a different audience. And so a lot of us buy lots and we go to auctions and we buy out estates and we purchase things that we don't have an audience for. So don't ever hesitate to say in your live sales, like, hey, I've got this for wholesale, contact me, or to DM someone. You know, the more that we can keep things out of the landfill and circulating, the better. So live in a brick and mortar store. We should talk about that. Jamie, both. Yeah, both. The girls, I think they like the stretchy ones better because they tend to fit better, right? They fit more people. These aren't stretchy. Okay, this I will sell on Saturday. So I'll be in Fredericksburg. I will sell this in the first 2 hours. These watch rings. They love these. They love these. It's so crazy. He reminds me, do you guys remember Flava Flav? And he would wear the very large watch. I feel like we're like going through that, but like different. Okay, for me, it fits on my pointer finger. So yeah, if you guys have any of these, I sell them the day of. But yeah, definitely, I would say the stretchy preferred. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this one opens. This one opens. And then these really pretty ones. So this one, I'm probably going to ask 20. So I'm going to do a $15 section and a $20 section. So I try not to buy my watches more than 5 each. 5 each max. Max. Okay. So anyway, back to our new seller spotlight. Oh, here's some stretchy ones. If you guys go on the homepage now, you can check out if anyone has, let's actually do that. Let me stop talking about myself for a second. All right, guys, we have our mobile car situation. If you guys go to the spot, to the homepage, you can always see who has scheduled and you can place your pre-bids. I am talking more and more about pre-bids because a lot of us are busy, myself included. So Minnie, if you're still here, Minnie, shout out to Minnie Lee's Market. She has uploaded her items. And so you guys can place your pre-bids, and you can also, if you see something and you don't want to place a pre-bid, oh my gosh, she has a micro mosaic orange heart brooch for just $16. Do you guys see that? You can also say, hey, I noticed that you had this uploaded in your shop. Can you show that and then place your bid? I think some sellers do better just showing it in the moment, but if you don't have a following, I have noticed that if you don't have stuff pre-uploaded and you're not super speedy, the following drops. I've just noticed this. I'm not saying it's like a constructive criticism, anything. I've also noticed that auctions that start at aggressive prices, I never suggest less than 10, honestly. Because you guys have to pay the processing fee, the commission fee, the transaction fee. But if you start a good auction aggressively at 10, we're starting to notice things are getting bid up if you have people in the room. So you have to figure out what works best for you, and we support that 100%. But I do believe that pre-bids, having items up for pre-bids, will statistically help you to make more sales. Maybe you do like 10 items with pre-bids and then you're showing the others live, but at least have something there. Because people come in and they kind of get a sneak peek. They're like, oh, okay, I've never shopped from this seller before. Now I can see. And if anyone here wants a reminder of how to shift their buy it nows to auctions, actually, you know what, Jamie, remind me. Let me make a new video how to do that, because I have a feeling with the new seller dashboard it's changed, and then remind you guys, share that out. But you can convert buy it now to auction and auction back to buy it now. You can just go back and forth. You do have to do it manually. It takes some time, but it's very helpful to increase engagement. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah. And if you guys are here, I look, I don't watch all the live sales like beginning to end. I am definitely popping in and out. Thanks to Jamie, who is our hero because she's very available. But the more and more that I'm participating, I'm able to put myself, in the shoes of the customer. So our sellers, I always, David, shout out to David, like swept in and like bought from Jamie the other night, which was awesome. Like some of our top sellers, when I see you guys buying, I know that you're also learning from that experience. So any of our sellers, go in, pretend to be a buyer. You don't have to buy anything and just sort of like learn from that experience. And we can always be better, we can always be better. And then the more that we acquire customers, the more we understand what our customers want, right? Which is why I would never tell anyone not to do something because it might be what's best for you. But I do believe that running auctions at $1, unless you have a massive following, you're kind of giving the item away. I mean, if you want, that's okay. But, maybe it's like, okay, this is broken. I just want to give it away. Yeah, so that's my take. Watch rings, Jamie. All right, Jamie, message me, okay? So David brought up a great point about going live in a brick and mortar store. Jamie, we need to schedule this chat. Okay, and Debbie's here. So my vision for this community is that it's an experience. And it's an experience because our sellers, as my mom just called me. Hold on, let me. So if you know a brick and mortar store owner, or you own a brick and mortar store, or you have a space in an antiques market and you want to go live from that space where maybe you're also selling other people's items. We love this. We love this because you're helping small business. You're showcasing fantastic things, presumably. And it's just creating content and this fun experience. So Jamie went live from a store near where she's based last week. And I think, Jamie, you said you sold over $400, which was fantastic. What I do encourage is to work out a relationship with the store owner if they're not selling live, where maybe you get 15 or 20% of the sales, just because if things aren't bid up with the fees, it can get kind of dicey how much you're actually making. I do this with a clothing store here in Baltimore where I'll go live on Whatnot, and if I sell her items, I make 20%. So, it's minus the fees and then the 20%. So it's a little bit of a loss, but if you're selling the item at that full retail cost, depending on what the owner says, they might be like, well, we can't really sell this at a discount, and then, you don't sell it. But there's many ways to do this. The other, situation, of course, is that you have an antiques booth or you have a store and you're just going live from the store, and then you're promoting where it's based in person. And we haven't really seen that yet. We haven't seen that at all. We haven't seen a jewelry store owner come on and sell live and say, hey, come visit me at Northeast Highway 500 here in, I'm trying to think of some city. Help me out, guys. Here in New Jersey, here in South Florida, here in Montana, right? And I don't think that's happening yet because we're not quite big enough where we have that reach, but you never know. People really like to see the inside of stores. I think that customers can be intimidated by walking into secondhand stores, but then when they see them online, they develop this relationship and they're like, okay, I feel more comfortable. I don't know if anyone has kind of felt that way themselves. And, but it also, it creates more of a, I know what to expect situation. So if you have relationships with store owners and you want to sell on their behalf, or you have an antiques booth and you want to sell from your booth and then sell from other people's booth and help your neighbors to sell, go for it. let's do it. You know, my goodness. Again, Monday through Thursday, if someone just wants to sell for 4 hours, we love it. Glam Girlie's here. Glam Girlie just popped in. She's kicking us off at 5 p.m. Oh, it was Lolly and Pop Antiques. Yay! Yeah, David. Yeah, Mom, I'm working. Yeah. I try to talk to my mom every other day just to say hi. Lolly and Pop Antiques, they will be live. So I have a feeling, Jamie, I didn't watch your live, so I will watch this live for sure and see how they have it set up. But hopefully they showcase the store so that you guys can see what the store looks like. So Lolly and Pop, they will be live at 8 p.m. And that is Katie. And Glam Girlie, who just popped in the chat, kicks us off at 5. Dana of Mini Lee's Market at 6. Susan and Marilyn of Two Glassy Sisters at 7. And then Katie of Lolly and Pop at 8. And Hick Life at 9 p.m. What hours left? All right, guys. So enough for me. I like to listen to myself talk. Do you guys have any suggestions around selling live from stores or selling live in general? I think this is my Sterling. I want to show you guys the Sterling stuff I got. Again, that will be announced shortly. Yes, I think these are my Sterlings. Are they marked? Let me see. Look at all my rings. Look at all my rings. Look at all my rings. Let's see here. Let me make sure. Are these the Sterling? Yes, they are. They're marked. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. I have to get my nails done. My nails are horrible, guys. Don't judge. Look, it's a Sterling. There's a little heart. So that is this. You guys have inspired me. I made this big purchase. It was a little bit of a nerve-wracking purchase. As you know, Sterling is not cheap. We're not buying these rings at $1 a pop. But I'm really excited to learn more. And by learning more, I can hopefully help you guys. I can help build this community to offer even more Sterling to new and existing customers. Yeah, so I think that's it, guys. I went live last night. I talked about a lot of things. Jamie, who kind of led the way, look at this one, led the way with going live at Lolly and Pop Antiques last week. Jamie, I'll get on you for us to like go live and just to talk about this concept. If I can go live tomorrow, I'm setting up in Fredericksburg, Virginia. What is this? It's like a little bug. For my event on Saturday. So I'll go live and showcase my table. I have 2 4x6 tables of jewelry. And it takes a long time to set up jewelry. I still haven't mastered the art of like how to package it so that it stays in one place. Like I have some cases and I have some trays, but things get like shuffled, and so it does take a while for jewelry. I will say that's the downside. And yeah, and I have to look at my cost per ring, but I'm curious what sort of price point I'm going to be able to sell these at. I don't have a scale, which I should get so that I can weigh everything by ounce and calculate that, that base price. So that's definitely something I need to get. Actually, I think I do have a scale, but it's for shipping. I don't know if it would pick up a ring. So, all right, guys, I think that's it. Thanks for listening to me. I've been rambling a little bit this morning, but anyone who's on our email list, you will get an email at 5. Glam Girlie, I haven't seen you pop up in the chat, but thank you for kicking us off. We appreciate you. And this will be a raid train again. So we've got Glam Girlie, Mini Lee's Market, Two Glassy Sellers, Lolly and Pop Antiques, and Hick Life at 9 p.m. Yes. All right, guys, it's 11:30. I think I'm going to hop off. I'm going to drive away here. Please have a beautiful day that you will not get back. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. And I will be announcing our weekend live sales. And then I will be hitting the road at 1 p.m. to drive 2.5 hours to Fredericksburg. I'm actually spending the night Friday and Saturday. for this event. And then Sunday, I am helping a friend at a vintage event in Washington, D.C. So back-to-back markets. And again, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it together and go live more often from my events. The problem is the setup time. So I have to be faster so that I have like 20 minutes to actually go live before customers start popping in. But if you guys do in-person events and you want to go live, that's another thing, because yeah, like the more content, the better. We absolutely support it. So see you Saturday, David. Bye. All right, guys. Tonight, New Seller Spotlight. Congratulations in advance. I'll see you guys later. Bye.